Well, the judge, this is a second judge now, U.S. District Court Judge, I can't even pronounce her first name. I'll just say Judge Torres, overruled the SEC's second attempt to withhold documents relating to former division director William Hinman, who said Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities. So keep in mind, SEC already declared Ethereum not a security. They declared Ethereum as a commodity. But Gary Gensler does not want to recognize that, although he did not flat out say Ethereum is security. All these interviews that he has done, he alludes to that, but he doesn't come out and say it directly. And I think he's doing that because he just wants Ripple to kind of go away, I guess. But Ripple is not going away. They're getting these documents from the SEC, and they're going to see why the previous division director, William Hinman, and the previous chair, Jay Clayton, said, yes, Ethereum is a commodity, not a security. And they're going to use that for their defense and win. And the SEC is very desperate at not giving this data. They've been fighting this over and over and over and over for many, 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 many months. And even when a judge ordered the SEC to turn it over, the SEC still wouldn't. Found another excuse to say why they can't. And now a second judge said that's ridiculous. Just give them the damn documents. So SEC is looking pretty desperate at this point, because if they hand it over, whatever rationale they came up with before showing that Ethereum was not a security, Ripple most likely will be able to use it, claim that they're not a security, and then SEC will lose, and we will all be better for it. Everyone in the crypto space. We don't want Gensler to have more power. He wants to declare everything a security so he could control everything. He already controls enough. CFTC wants to take control of commodities, but the SEC is getting in the way. SEC just flat out declaring everything is a security. They went recently as far as saying every single token, every single dApp that even rides on top of Ethereum's blockchain is also security, regardless of what project they are, how they raise funds, if at all, what they do. But if you're using Ethereum's network, then you're a security. That's how ridiculous it's gotten, right? Someone needs to challenge them, and Ripple is. So I'm rooting for Ripple. You guys know I'm rooting for them to win this lawsuit. I really do want them to win. And it's looking bad for SEC. Let's see what else they could do. Let's see what else they could do if they could come up with another excuse not to hand this over. I think it's unlikely when two judges already denied the request not to give it. So I think they're just going to have to do it. They're just going to have to do it. So this is the order. The court overrules the SEC objections and directs the SEC to comply with the orders. Okay, there's really nothing else. And just to remind you guys, this is why maybe you should not underestimate Ripple. Because in 2017, Ripple went on a 36,000% run. It was one of the craziest runs we have ever seen in history, going up to $3.70 or something like that. But keep in mind, someone like Nem that went up 30,000%, they basically disappeared. Ardor, which is Nem's new project, basically disappeared. A lot of these have disappeared. Golem disappeared. Omi's Go, which is OMG now, kind of disappeared. Litecoin disappeared. Binance Coin is still here. Ethereum is still here. Dash kind of disappeared. Stellar clinging on. So you can't really judge 2017 performance. Let's just say 2017 performance does not constitute how good that project is. Let's just put it that way. Okay. But I will recognize that Ripple has gone on a crazy run in 2017. Unfortunately, though, that was peak, and Ripple XRP has never come close to that all-time high again. But maybe they will. maybe this will do it. The Swell conference is coming in November. Maybe this will pump up XRP some more. Maybe they're going to win the SEC lawsuit, and then during this, they can announce it, and then everything skyrockets back to $4 or $589. But I think there's an off chance of that happening. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe if I play the educational video enough, it'll cause it to happen too. There's an off chance that also has an effect. Maybe. All right, the last two things. Binance secures New Zealand registration, so they're still growing. And, I forgot to show this. Bitcoin's deposits, 2-year low. I was going to show this earlier. But basically, things are still looking good on Bitcoin's front and I guess on Ripple's front. And tomorrow's big expirations. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Bitcoin didn't go down. In fact, it went up a little bit. And it could be because tomorrow we have a huge $2.2 billion expiration for Bitcoin. Right? And most traders are betting that Bitcoin will be higher. In fact, most of the calls are above $20,000, anywhere from 20 to 22, right? So there could be some volatility between today and tomorrow as the bears and bulls fight it out, and we could see some explosiveness tomorrow when this expiration happens, right? And this could be the reason why Bitcoin was strong today. All right, what else is going on? Let's see. SEC is fining the former Tether auditor, someone that no one has heard of before. I remember when they announced them, we're like, who the hell are these guys? Friedman LLP, supposedly they did a thorough audit of Tether's cash reserves, and they said, yeah, it's okay. But it turns out they didn't do such a thorough job, and the SEC is fining them $1 million for malpractice. And most likely they're going to be shut down. So that's not good. Tether still has not, has not hired a legitimate accounting firm to look at their balance. We still want that to happen. Hasn't happened yet. You got a bank in Kazakhstan that now offers Bitcoin. So that's pretty positive. We still have growth, like I said. More and more people want and demand Bitcoin, and we're seeing that around the world, many different nations. We're seeing more financial institutions, more banks, more brokers. They're all coming in and adopting Bitcoin, not by choice. It's because the people want it. People are demanding it. So that's good. If you're looking to buy Bitcoin and crypto for the first time and you don't know where to get started, head over to CryptosRus.com and click on the best exchange guide. Within, you'll find a list of exchanges that I recommend and some that I use on a daily basis. Head over to CryptosRus.com or utilize the links in the description of this video.